projects or things we're going to start working with right now, and things we want to see done in the long run. So okay, so starting with the mission.
We've written down the mission, and it's just the wrong sentence. Being a global hub to facilitate the delivery and development of wind energy education to empower others, contributing to continuous improvement. Yeah.
John, can you repeat it?
Being a global hub.
Okay, so then we have like a lot of ideas. We are a very ambitious group of people, but then we came down to reality and we decided that we are going to start with the first thing first. So down to very concrete ideas. The first things that we want to do is to participate, not just ourselves, but to ask you to do it too, to create a Dropbox folder to put all the materials that have to do with education that can be of help to others. Manuals, PowerPoint, videos, all kinds of materials that could help everybody. Hoping in the mid or long run to translate it so that everybody can read it, but that's more long term. Also, Jonathan and Andy are going to work on. I can't really read the.
Jonathan and Andy are going to work on the expert section, so that people that want to find out information. Well, actually, maybe you guys should explain it because you're doing it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, John should have showed you yesterday the Find Expert, I think it's called on the website. So we just want to make sure that's really clear so that people can easily find someone in their local area to help them with whatever the problem they have.
Since we are lucky in the educational group, we also have the two people that are taking care of the website. These two, so if you have website questions.
Well, I said I would be willing to translate some of the stuff, starting with Spanish and then seeing some of the materials, so I will be working on that. But that's not my top priority, so I definitely want to work on that. But let's go to things that we want to do first. So Jay wants to work on finding a solution to uninstalled wind turbines, that is to say,
Homeless
grid
turbines.
power, homeless wind turbines, and what to do with that.
And so what we're going to do with that is try to find out, like in universities at V3 Power, they do training courses, and in France we have that opportunity. Sometimes universities say, if you want to do a training course, what do we do with the turbine? And so maybe working with Fedel for that, maybe we can send some turbines over, I can bring them with my bag.
So also, V3 Power and Jay are going to work on improving and sharing the big poster idea. So like having a set of posters showing how to assemble the wind turbine, so it's easy for everybody to explain. Because it has happened to all of us while training people that people don't get the full idea before they see the wind turbine assembled and the process of the assembly. So if you have pictures of it showing it at the beginning, it's really much better to transmit the knowledge.
So Pete, we gotta get together and look at those posters and see what we can use and what we can improve on.
Also, Benoit and I will be working on developing a small-scale wind turbine just for educational purposes that can be built up in 2 or 3 hours. Very simple, and that can also be used as an excuse to explain all the concepts that are behind it, mainly for education in schools, that everybody can use afterwards as a tool for educating in lower level or mid-level education. And in the long run, working towards creating a course for universities, so way more high level. It would maybe have some of the things that we have seen with Costas the other day, that kind of quite high level things. So create a course that we can all use to give trainings in universities about this kind of thing, but that's more like long run. And pushing that to the really edge, Andy suggested writing a wind empowerment set of books, which would include many of the things that are going on, maintenance manuals, these things are for universities, and maybe Andy, you want to?
Yeah. There's well, I thought there's maybe room for a theoretical book that is not a university level research document. So something that explains the theory as sort of using the wind turbine as an educational tool. So you can learn about electrical theory and aerodynamics, etc. But it's not university level, and it's not a practical workshop manual. So it's an educational book that goes together with a build course.
Yes, and also an idea came out that we all try and find the best practices of how we run constructing training courses and installations. So one way of doing it efficiently is that we all try and move and visit other projects, and from that it's going to be complicated. It depends on the distances, but at some point that we all learn from each other somehow in the real life, so that we can come up with guidelines and best practices of good ideas that we see abroad. So of course we can start with the email. That's why we put it in the long run, because the easiest way to start is, of course, like trying to exchanging virtually, but we have seen that in person is way easier. So at some point we would like to be able to learn the real way. And also, Benoit suggested that it's a nice idea that we all build a wind turbine at the same time, or sort of the same time. So and that it's like a jumellement, like a twinning program, so that everybody that knows that they are building a wind turbine in one place, they know that a group of people is doing the same in different places, and then we kind of connect them somehow, like a video or something that makes them know that somebody else was doing the same thing somewhere else, the same moment.
And this idea could be really interesting in a high school, for example, where you have a high school working on a wind project in France and in Argentina and in England all the same year. And so during the year they work on that and they're sharing those experiences.
It would be perfect to do it between Peru and India because we're 12 hours.
So yeah, some of these ideas already have an owner, and we are going to start working on. And some others, like in the long run, is something that we need to see these first ideas to progress, and when these are done, we will tackle the long run one. So that's basically it. And also ongoing things that will keep on happening all the time, like promoting each other's activities, and also promoting on the website of Wind Empowerment when everybody is running a course, and maybe also putting the information of the courses that we're running, that we have already run, with pictures and all in the Wind Empowerment site, so that people can have a complete set of courses.
And he's going to be the person sending emails to us.
Yes.